RHOC's Vicki's deadly health scare had 10 to 20% chance of survival. Vicki Gunvalson got emotional while reflecting on a recent health scare with potentially deadly consequences. The Real Housewives of Orange County star, 62, opened up about the medical incident during the Monday, August 26th episode of My Friend, My Soulmate, My podcast, bringing along her boyfriend, Michael Smith, fill in some of the gaps in her story. "There's a lot of hours missing in my life because I got, amnesia," explained. Gunvalson went on to recall going to the hair salon as usual earlier this month. "There seems to be about an hour or two that I was missing, and I don't know where I was. Though I got to the office, I had a client coming in, and she said I was talking gibberish, and I wrote an email out, and the email didn't make sense," she said. Client was a retired ER physician who noticed something was off. He got up and told Michael's daughter Olivia that I was possibly having a stroke. "I didn't know," Gunvalson continued. "I don't remember anything, and Olivia took me to the hospital." Gunvalson confessed that she doesn't recall much of what happened afterward. She said she was misdiagnosed with a sinus infection before being discharged that night. Smith noted that Gunvalson did have a sinus infection a few weeks prior that felt different than usual. "It lasted a little longer, and she was really not feeling that well," he said. The reality star took antibiotics and was doing better before heading on a trip to Europe. "Everything was okay, for the most part," Smith continued. Smith was in Arizona when Gunvalson's medical episode occurred, and his daughter called him to come home. "She was lethargic, and she really didn't understand where she was," he said, noting that the doctors kind of ran with the sinus infection diagnosis after being told Gunvalson had recently gotten over one. When Smith returned home, Gunvalson was taking a bubble bath. "I walk in and she's pretty much passed out," he recalled, describing one of the scariest moments of the whole ordeal. "Grabbed her, pulled her out of the water, put her in bed. The doctor said she just needed to sleep. So I put her in bed and she slept literally 14 hours straight." Gunvalson was disoriented when she woke up, leading Smith to worry she may have had a stroke. He brought her to the hospital, where she was quickly put into an exam room. "She had a massive infection," Smith said. "It was actually sepsis, but it was pneumonia. And what happened, and I'm no doctor, but when they explained it, is that when your body is fighting that big of an infection, and that dangerous of an infection, your whole body attacks it, which affects the brain and everything else in your body, because your body sends everything it has to fight it. Recovering has been and Gunvalson has taken everything under the sun to get better." Smith noted that he was staying with Gunvalson until she's back to feeling like herself. "It was dangerous," said. I'm just trying not to play into it, but it was scary." Gunvalson thanked her guardian angels, including Olivia, saying that she would have probably died if she had been home alone. "I don't remember much, and that's the trauma of the brain," she said. "It's very similar to a stroke or PTSD, where the brain kind of just goes into quiet mode. There was just a litany of things that could have happened and gone wrong, and it didn't." Gunvalson was overcome with emotion as she reflected on a conversation she had with a neurologist. "I wanted to be sure I was understanding everything correctly. I said, 'Did I hear this right? That I had a 10 to 20% chance of survival?' she said. And the lady said on the phone she's been calling me every day. She said yes. She said yes. The sepsis that went to your body is deadly and you survived it. Trauma from the experience has taken a toll. Cry a lot. And Michael keeps saying, 'Why do you keep crying?' I don't have an answer," she said while getting choked up. Rewind a week ago, we were in Barcelona, walking 16 to 20,000 steps, and we were having the time of our life. And 3 days later, I'm in the hospital." Smith assured fans that Gunvalson is doing better thanks to her friends and loved ones. "She will be fine," he said. "She's coming out of it."